How to create guest blog posts that other people want to publish. One really good way to drive traffic to your lead page is by guest blogging on highly related websites. For example, you can offer part 1 of an article on the blog, then in your article byline, you can encourage people to get part 2 of the article, or an expanded report or video by joining your list. Now, the whole key to this strategy depends on creating a blog post that people really want to read. If you can't get your audience's attention, then they're never going to even read down far enough to see your links and calls to action. So, with that in mind, check out these tips for creating guest blog posts that your audience really wants to read. Complete your research. When you're using guest blogging to drive traffic to your website, there are 3 types of research you need to complete. Specifically, research the prospective guest blogging opportunity, research the blog to see what the owner publishes, and research the audience to see what they like. Research the prospective guest blogging opportunity. Make sure you're publishing on a popular high-quality blog. If it gets a lot of traffic and the traffic is engaged, for example, they comment on the content, share it on social media, etc., then that's the type of blog that will give your content a good amount of exposure. Next, research the blog to see what the owner publishes. Take some time to browse the archive to see what type of content the owner seems to like. For example, if the owner likes tips articles with GIFs, then you may consider sharing information in that format too. Research the audience to see what they like. Finally, be sure to do your regular market research to see what your audience really wants to know about. If people are buying content on a particular topic on sites like clickbank.com and amazon.com, then it's a pretty good bet that they'll read about that same topic on their favorite blog. So here's the next tip. Create a fresh angle. Chances are you're sharing information about a topic that others have covered before, right? So what you need to do is offer this information in a fresh, unique way. Most writers offer step-by-step information. You can do something similar, except create a formula around the step-by-step process. For example, if you're teaching people how to write a sales letter, you might create a 5-step formula around the acronym SALES, where each letter of the acronym corresponds to a step. For example, step 1, showcase benefits. Step 2, agitate the problem, and so on. Capture attention with your title. Your article title is one of the most important parts of your article. If the title doesn't capture attention and arouse interest, then no one is even going to read the rest of your article. That's why you need to create an intriguing, benefit-driven title. For example, 5 weight loss tips is a descriptive but boring title. Let's rewrite it to showcase a benefit. 5 surprisingly easy ways to drop the fat fast. So the key here is to figure out what your audience wants and how that overlaps with what your article is about, and then highlight that benefit in the title. Now, whenever possible, use powerful words such as surprising, new, amazing, fast, easy, quick, simple, how to, proven, secret, revealed, discover, guaranteed, and similar words. Choose simple yet bold graphics. If the blog you hope to publish on includes graphics in articles, then you'll want to add value by inserting graphics too. Be sure to choose simple, relevant graphics with bold, eye-catching colors. For example, You might include a picture of a dog in a dog training article. A cute puppy with a brightly colored ball on a white background is going to be more effective than a picture of multiple dogs on a busy background, as it takes the viewer a few seconds to decipher what all is going on in the picture. And be sure to include a benefit-driven caption alongside the graphics, which will help pull skimmers back into your content. Next, create engaging content. The last step is to make sure you create content that keeps your reader hooked and reading right to the very end, so that see your links and call to action. Now check out these tips. Employ a conversational tone. No one wants to read a dry, textbook style content. Instead, use a light, friendly conversational tone. This lesson is a good example of using a light tone to engage readers. Notice how I don't use college level words in this issue when everyday words will do. So if your readers need to haul out a dictionary to understand what you're saying, then you're going to lose your audience. Engage readers on an emotional level. People are going to be more willing to keep reading if you engage them emotionally in some way. For example, you tell a story about someone's niche mistake or how they overcame a problem. This arouses interest and builds rapport and perhaps even motivates or inspires readers. Share a really unique tip, fact, case study, example, or other piece of fun information. If you make the readers say, wow, you can bet they'll keep reading. Arouse curiosity. For example, you may build anticipation in the article introduction to hook readers and keep them reading. For example, in just moments, you'll discover a crazy simple way to create your next info product. It won't cost you a cent and you won't have to create it yourself either. Curious? Read on. Next, utilize plenty of white space. Use short paragraphs and sentences rather than a wall of text. Again, look at this newsletter as an example of content that's easy to consume since it's formatted for easy readability. Conclusion: so the key to making the most of your guest blogging opportunities is to create engaging, high-quality content. If your readers like what they see in the blog article, then you can be sure they're going to click on over to your lead page. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me. Take care and have a wonderful day.